Palawan Representative Franz Alvarez, chairperson of the House Committee on Legislative Franchises, reminds media network ABS-CBN Corporation Thursday, January 2, securing a franchise from Congress is, quote, not a right but a privilege. He says, this is why we have to hear all sides and find out if ABS-CBN violated the provisions of its franchise. ABS-CBN's current franchise is set to expire on March 30, 2020, but chances of franchise renewal remain bleak as both President Rodrigo Duterte and House Speaker Alan Peter Cayetano both have grudges against the network. Duterte accused ABS-CBN of swindling him for supposedly not airing his paid political advertisements during the 2016 presidential campaign, while Cayetano alleged vice presidential candidates were given unfair airtime by the network. President Rodrigo Duterte names expert intelligence officer Lieutenant General Felimon Santos Jr. the new chief of the Armed Forces of the Philippines, or AFP. Santos is a veteran intelligence officer and is currently the commander of the AFP Eastern Mindanao Command, or EastMincom. He will replace General Noel Clement, who will retire on Sunday, January 5. Santos is EastMincom chief since January 2019 and is in charge of battling communist rebels in the Davao, Soxargen, and Caraga regions. He is from the Philippine Military Academy Sinagtala class of 1986. His batchmates are former police chiefs Ronald De La Rosa, Oscar Albayalde, and PNP officer in charge Archie Gamboa. The Philippine government partially bans deployment to Kuwait Thursday, January 2, after the death of another overseas Filipino worker. Jeanneline Padernal Villavende was beaten to death reportedly by her employer in December 2019. Villavende was already dead when she was brought to the hospital, where nurses on call reported she was black and blue. Kuwaiti authorities have since taken custody of Villavende's female employer after the incident. Malacanang says this was a clear violation of the agreement signed by both Kuwait and the Philippines in 2018, seeking to uphold and promote the protection of the rights and welfare of Filipino workers in the Gulf state. At least 2 other Filipina domestic workers died in Kuwait over the last 2 years. Over 240,000 Filipinos work in Kuwait, with more than half being female domestic workers. Celebrities Ann Curtis and Erwan Yusuf ring in the new year with a maternity shoot. The couple posts on Instagram the black and white photos shot by fashion photographer Mark Nicdao. Ann in her account writes, 2020 is going to be the best chapter of our love story, Mon Amour. I just know it. Yes, this includes dirty diapers, late nights, loud crying, hiccups, little giggles, and little kisses. Everything. We got this. Erwan posts a different photo from the shoot with one of him and Anne at a music festival from 10 years ago. Started the decade partying it up at a music festival, ended it counting it down, just the 2 of us with virgin cocktails, and starting the new one with another girl to carry on my shoulders. The couple announced Anne's pregnancy in November 2019 and shared in December 2019 that they are having a baby girl. They married in New Zealand in November 2017. They have been together since 2010. Pope Francis apologizes for losing his patience with a woman who grabbed his hand and almost caused him to fall as he greeted Catholic faithful on New Year's Eve. The video went viral, with most people sympathetic of the pontiff's instinctive reaction. Typical comments were he is human, while some said that being the Pope does not make one immune to pain. The head of the Catholic Church was in St. Peter's Square when a woman pulled on his hand. The 83-year-old Pope almost lost his footing before managing to break free by slapping her hand twice.
Tante volte perdiamo la pazienza, anche io, e chiedo scusa per il cattivo esempio di ieri.